Oh, I didn't even realize that my mic was off. Well, it's a good thing I caught that. First time on Twitch and YouTube both. There we go. Oh, I didn't even realize that my mic was off. Well, it's a good thing. Well, I don't need that to repeat at me, that's for sure. From the looks of it, it seems to be going pretty smooth. The stream doesn't have massive stutters, but I can't really obviously tell the best. Let us see how she go. Move this to another window, I guess. Hopefully we can see everything that's going on. Right now, I don't think I get chat notifications for Twitch on here. I'll have to definitely check that one out later. Whatever. It's all good. First time there might be some growing pains, but it's worth it. If we can get this working well, then I'm very happy. How do you do, Wyonsa? It's Moon. Oh, hey Moon, how's it going? I gotta get some way so that the Twitch chat is on the main screen as well. I think I got an idea though. I think I got an idea. Let's do this. And then this. Yeah, that works. Perfect. Now I can actually see everything. Oh, hell yeah. It took a little bit of figuring, but we got it. We actually got it working. Alrighty. I see you had massive gear updates. Most definitely. This is not mine, though, Moon. This one is not mine. This was provided to me by Mondo, specifically to go doing testing stuff. And it is most definitely incredible because I am able to one-shot Xesht. I still have the same gloves, belt, boots. This ring is actually a downgrade to what I had before. It doesn't have any life on it and it's missing a suffix, but it's got really good damage. It's got int and all LE res, and that's exactly what I needed, so that when I put this on, I was able to use it and it still provided good damage. Then I still have this ring, and I've been wheeling and dealing all over the place. The only reason why this has crit damage on it is because when I bought it, it had crit damage, and I haven't made the swap yet. I haven't checked to see with Sacred Flame on if it's more damage or not to be crit damage, or with the lightning on there. So I'll have to test that one out in a bit there. Why? Well, Moon is easier to say than your name. I'm sorry, that one is a difficult one for me. And then still got the same helmet and amulet and chest. So the only thing right here is Sacred Flame. However, there is one more big gear update. Hey, Beverly, I know, girl, I know. We got this jewel here. It was min roll initially. It was 215, which is as low as it could get, and I thought, no problem. If I get it for only one divine, that's going to be worth it to put one more divine into it and get better rolls on it. Well, I was a fool, and this ended up being a much larger investment than I thought it would be. And so I put one divine in as min roll again, then another one that is min roll, then another one that is min roll +1, and then another one is min roll +1 again, and then another one, and it was back to minimum roll. And then I did one last one after I was broke and sad, and I actually hit a good roll on it. So now I got a good jewel. This here is giving me 36% critical damage, which is crazy. And I believe it's giving me 30% increased evasion rating, which is like one of these nodes. It's so huge. It is a currency sinker indeed. At least that means we got it out of the market here. I have updated my passive tree quite extensively. And I'll be doing a build video on this pretty soon, but I wanted to show it off on stream first because, well, I can get it out very, very quickly that way. And then I kept all these nodes because, unfortunately, From Nothing Down to Death is way too expensive. It's like, it went down from 60 divs, but it's still like 30 or 40 right now. But if you got one there, then you could just take acceleration, precise point, and roll and strike, and not take all of these because they're kind of wasted points with how inefficient they are. I'm really not a fan of focus thrust, and like, yeah, the 9% attack speed is nice and 20% increased damage is nice, but you could get a lot better with the points you're spending. I'm still coming down here for Tainted Strike because I just really like Tainted Strike, but it is a lot of points. If I was coming up here to Spectral Ward, it'd be just as many points to come up here for Careful Assassin. You obviously lose the 6% more damage from the shock magnitude, but it's basically the same crit chance. And yeah, it just works out nicely, but I'm trying not to go this route because of the reduced critical damage, and we don't need that. That spear thing is such a passive point sinker too. Yeah, exactly. It's so many coming up here. So if I ever get a From Nothing Dance with Death, I'm dropping all of these, selecting these two, and then dropping these two and selecting this one, and it'll save you 8 passive points, which is huge. It's so many, and it's so much damage too if you could get it. But as it stands, this is where we're at. We're only level 91, or sorry, level 90, not even 91. We are currently using this Catalysis node, which would eventually get dropped off, but we have exactly 100% crit chance. So if we were to take off this crit chance node, or like if we take a look at my crit chance on my attacks here, it's exactly 100%. Even if we were to take off this node and put it to crit damage, it would be slightly less. We would technically be higher DPS, but it's obnoxious to see it not be at 100. We got all the frenzy charges. We got a lot of investment into evasion rating. A lot of investment into evasion rating. And we'll be coming down here and getting this split stuff and probably more movement speed as well. Almost certainly, just because it's good utility. I only have 25% increased movement speed boots, but let's just put it this way. This isn't the most efficient way for me to stack Tailwind, but with 10 stacks of Tailwind, I'm at 42.6% movement speed. At 25% movement speed boots, if I had 30 or 35, like, you could get that over 50. It's really, really good. You actually feel pretty zippy. But now, let's show you why I'm excited about this. I finally got the rotation down a little bit. I guess I'll take that off in case I make a really stupid mistake. But essentially what it is, I thought maybe Spear Stab was the way to go, but I did not like it. What you do is you go through... Oh, howdy do. You love calling me Dan. A great idea for the build. Quick question, would you mind running Secumus with me? Mine is bugged, and hopefully if I go with someone, I'll be able to get the points you need. Yeah, no problem, LNR. But my name's Tyler, not Dan. Maybe you thought it was Dan because I'm Random Fight Fan, I'm guessing. But yeah, Wind Serpent, Pursuit, Concentrated Effect, Ambrosia, Excoriate, which is unbelievably underrated. It's so good. Random Fight Dan. Yep. And Overextended. I love all these nodes. Then Lightning Spear comes with Innervate, Fork, Volt, Longshot, all base ones, and then Embitter. The reason for Embitter is because it works so well with Sacred Flame so that you can actually drop Herald of Thunder. You don't need Herald of Thunder anymore. Then it works with your Combat Frenzy, and you go through the maps. You have your Cast on Critical, and if you didn't know this, Infernal Flame can go into your Cast on Critical. It doesn't auto-cast it, though, but it goes in there and it slots in, and it basically gives you a 10th jewel slot or 10th skill slot for free, and it's so nice, and allows you to get Stormlance and Thunderous Leap. Thunderous Leap is literally just for when you find a ledge and you don't want to mess with it. I got the fun little aftershocks going just because they look pretty, and that is the big deal. Then, yeah, that is untouchable as well. Meshes well with how evasive we are, so if you jump into a bad situation, I'm already at 84% evade chance. It goes up to 89 when I'm jumping. It's pretty damn good. And then obviously if we were to stack up our Tailwind to give us as much evade chance, we go from 88 to 91% evade chance, so literally 9 in 100 hits will hit you. It's so unbelievably strong, and you really feel the survivability with Rezire. I am very happy with this. I know some people don't have the best opinion of it, but I really like it. I had been getting one-shot by a few things every once in a while, but then I realized I only had 3 Ascendancy nodes, and then when I got Wind Ward, for 30% less damage taken, it made me massively more survivable. Then finally, Trinity, you get the +1 levels to give you the big damage boost, obviously. Wind Dancer just got Unbreakable and Magnified Infect in there. Orb of Storms is literally just for bossing. You get Font of Rage in there because it stacks up Rage really nicely, and because bosses have such a long ramp time before they come out and become available, they just gives you a good chance to get a bunch of Rage. So yeah, you get Orb of Storm out there popping. Controlled Destruction there to make sure it can't deal crits. Specifically, the reason why you don't want it to deal crits is so you can take advantage of this Moment of Truth node. Otherwise, you're getting very little benefit out of it, but getting an extra 25% increased crit damage is very, very nice. Especially when your Wind Serpent, your Stormlance, your Lightning Spear, and your Thunder Sleep always crit. The rotation here is you just toss out Lightning Spears whenever you're mapping. But because you have Infernal Cry and Cast on Crit, it can be a bit of a mana sink. If you don't want Thunderous Leap, you could take that out and you could put in the Roa, no problem. If you're putting the Roa in, you won't have enough Spirit, obviously, but you could turn off probably Trinity or Cast on Crit for mapping, whichever you prefer, or just like put Infernal Cry down there so you don't have to have the crazy mana sink when you're popping things. It's a very easy way to get around that without swapping it out, because it's not that much mana, is if you have a mana on kill jewel, or alternatively you could come and put 2 points into right here, 2% max mana on kill, but I'm already feeling like I want to put points elsewhere, so I don't want to put points there. I just wish I had a better jewel, kind of like this one with 2% mana on kill. That would be really, really nice to have. And then, yeah, you're just popping around with Lightning Spear. If you see a rare that doesn't like you, you could just pop them with a Wind Serpent or toss some Stormlances. But Stormlance is your utility skill, not big damage. It's got Scattershot, Primal Armament, just to bring up all the elements that are really, really nice to have. And then you'd have Commiserate and Overcharge. Overcharge gives a big shock magnitude, but it shocks you, and the Commiserate immediately clears it. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you the 30% magnitude. I think it's glitched or bugged or something. I don't know why it's not working, but it's not working. It would be a better combo if it did, but this does make you not take a 40% shock effect, which is very much so worth it. Now anyways, let's get into Twisted Domain and show it off. But yeah, the boss rotation. You go in there, if you have Frenzy Charges, great. You toss down Stormlance, it will shock him and probably do an explosion. It will proc Cast on Critical to give you another Frenzy Charge. If you're not max Frenzy Charges, you just keep doing that until you were max Frenzy Charges. You would have your orb there popping, and then before you're ready to hit with your Wind Serpent, you just pop Infernal Cry and then pop your Wind Serpent, and you'll see how effective that is. I may screw up a button because I just recently put Thunder Sleep on, and because it is kind of recent for me, I might have to just take it off if I screw it up again, because legitimately the mistakes I'm making are just because I've only just put this down And yeah, it feels a little bit silly right now. But as you can see, very, very good Frenzy Charge gen, because Embitter with Sacred Flame gives you so much cold damage that you're automatically freezing everything. You're still getting enough damage to shock for Innervate. It would be nice if you could also put in Ice Bite, but I mean, you could. You easily could. It's just a matter of, is it worth it? You'd lose Long Shot, which is, I think, a 30 more multiplier. You'd get a 35 from Ice Bite. With that said, though, is Ice Bite a zero? I don't have Ice Bite on there, so I can't even check. If it is a zero cost, it would definitely be worth it, because it'd bring down the cost of your Lightning Spear. So, you know, that is one thing I would do 1 for 1 if it is zero cost, which I'm pretty sure it is, because Long Shot is not zero cost, and you will have the freezes all the time. But there is a different setup for not having Sacred Flame, obviously, and it's rocking what I have now, but without Embitter, just reduced cost, because you don't need the extra anything. You could put on Electrocute and Neural Overload, but then you wouldn't be getting the shock, so you couldn't get Innervate, so I don't think it's worth it. Without Sacred Flame, you definitely want to go with Herald of Thunder, convert that to cold, and then use that to give you your Ice Bites and everything. So here we got 6 Frenzy Charges going into the fight. And you'll see how nice and easy it is. So Orbisworms is on E, not middle mouse button. I gotta remember that. Pop this here. When your rage is up to, like, I don't know, here, pop it again just to make sure that you don't accidentally forget it. You drop 1 Stormlance, and then, well, I completely forgot to put on Infernal Cry. So there is that. Oopsie.
The abyss knocks once.
Like I said, I make mistakes, and that's one of them. We'll do it again, and I'll show you with me actually pressing Infernal Cry, because you'll see it is literally a one-shot. I'm trying to show it off, and I completely messed the entire combo. I just don't do the combo at all. How do you make Trinity work with the extra fire damage and Sacred Flame? I will show you right now. I have very good balanced fire and cold here, or fire and lightning, so that the lightning damage is like right around the mid-range of fire. So Wind Serpent stacks up both of them, but the thing that stacks it up the fastest is my Stormlance. And when you come to the Frenzy Charged, you can see the fire damage and the lightning damage is very, very even, and that makes it so that you get crazy good and fast Trinity stacking. I have that because I got lightning damage and cold damage kind of all over the place, but like a little bit of fire damage. It's just balanced damage that works well with the fire. I had that idea in mind going with my gear, so I needed a balance of all the elements on there, and it just happened to work out really nicely with the rings that I have. Ooh, this is actually really nice. Holy crap. 958 evasion. Be over 1,000 with the other. I don't even know how much that's going to sell for. That's a really good helmet. Let's get that in there. Iron? Okay, now, what does a 1,083 evasion thing with some chaos and life? Like, this might be like a 20 div helmet, honestly. Holy crap. That thing's huge. Huge! Put a divine in that, it'll only get better too, because that's a low roll evasion, low roll increase, low roll max life. It's even low roll reses. Holy crap, this thing is monstrous. That thing is, okay. That is probably the nicest drop I've had. If I didn't already have this helmet, I would be rocking that myself, because 25 chaos res, oh my god. Yeah. I don't have enough armor scraps to bring it up. It's okay. I don't know how much that'll sell for, so let's just try something ridiculous, see if I can break the bank. If somebody will pay that, I will be very, very, very happy. I don't think they would, but we'll see. That is a ridiculous asking price, but we shall see what happens. Because that is 3 amazing resistances with all good stats on it. Wow. Okay then. But yeah, that isn't the damage I wanted to show you. The damage can get so much better when I just don't screw it up. I did a one-shot effortlessly before I just forgot to hit Infernal Cry, that's all. So give it a second, we will do it again, and you will see what the nice damage is actually. Drop Subterfuge, fuck it. If I do, though, I lose all of my evasion, or all of my energy shield. Like, yeah, that thing is incredible. And because of it, I could potentially, but I'm already coming to path here for Frenetic, so I want Subterfuge Mask is the problem. I understand completely, LNR. That is a ridiculous helmet that I didn't expect to get that nice. Working nicely to get 2.5 stack. Yeah, exactly. You're using Embitter and Herald of Thunder with Sacred Flame too? It would definitely work. I already had Herald of Thunder converted so that it would do mixed damage with my normal setup. Oh, that's right. I wanted to check and see Ice Bite on here. I believe it's here, my Ice Bite. Nope, I took it out and I put it back in here. Ice Bite, there we go. Yeah, no multiplier, or no cost multiplier on it, so with how this is set up, I'm going to take out Long Shot, make it cost a bunch less. 62 from 74. Should feel pretty nice with the chunking of mana from Infernal Cry. Okay, so I gotta remember to hit all the buttons. It's not even hard at all. It's a really easy setup. It's just, you know, new to me. But yeah, it's ridiculously good. I've done multiple one-shots on them to test already to make sure it'll work. If I press Infernal Cry but I screw up and I don't have Rage for the rest, or if I like step out of Orbit Storms and don't have Rage, I still do 30 million damage per hit per Wind Serpent. So I'll show you a real proper one right away. Oh yeah, this is much better because the lower mana cost on Lightning Spear means I have enough time for it to actually charge back up without needing any mana on kill. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go with Ice Bite and Innervate in there. It's obviously more damage once you start the freeze chain going, but if you're into an ailment resistant map, it'll be harder to get the freezes off. Getting our big frenzy charges. Man, I still can't believe how good that damn helmet is. That thing is the best helmet I've ever seen. That's like near mirror tier. If it was like a little bit better health roll, I think that would have been mirror tier. Five frenzy charges, there we go, back to 7. Sometimes I just sit back and wait a little bit for my combat frenzy to have a chance to actually refresh its duration. It has a little bit too long of a cooldown in my opinion, with that 5 seconds back when it was 1.5. Oh, it was beautiful.
We that dreamed, we in nightmare.
There we go, we're set up. Recast Orb of Storms again. Drop down Lance, hit our buff, and we got 7 charges, and we one-shot Xesht. That's how it goes. If you actually hit Infernal Cry, that's what it looks like. And then as you can tell, I had fully stacked up Resonance for Lightning and Fire both. It's extremely, extremely smooth and powerful. All you have to do is remember to hit 1, 2, and 3. Well, you just do this before the fight, so literally it's just you drop down Storm Spear and do this. And then when you get 7 Frenzy Charges, which the reason why Stormlance is so good is it can double proc, cast on crit, consume it, and then get you ready for 7 Frenzy Charges with Wind Serpent, and then boom, you're done. It's actually kind of incredible. I like it a lot. Don't need any of those. So yeah, I've been doing a pretty good amount of Breach Stones to test this and get it in a way that I was really happy with. And I'm really happy with this. I didn't want to share it with really anyone until it was at a spot where I was happy with how smooth it felt, getting rid of the jank, just making it feel really good. I did not want it to feel disappointing, and a lot of what I was feeling with the skills before was a little bit disappointing, and yeah, I am very happy to have put it together. Void, the Ritualist Huntress, that I really wanted to try that too. I still have my Amazon, but I will almost certainly convert her to a Ritualist. I mean, I have this ring, and then I also have this ring. So I got 3 really good rings for the Ritualist. And because this is all LE res, I think I can get around that minus 20. And everything else would just be a 1-for-1, put it onto the Ritualist and see what happens. But for how you would do it, I'm going to put on this scepter. Actually, I'll put on the cold one. For, hold on, there we go. This damn bright white yellowish bit messes with my OCD so bad. I hate it. It messes with me. You can still put in 4 spirit reservation supports without it actually costing anything, because the purity supports are still bugged. So you do get that for free. If you didn't get it for free, you'd probably only keep like cannibalism or nothing, honestly. It's not too big of a deal depending on what jewels you had. If you had a life on kill jewel, you wouldn't need this at all. Vitality is the least useful out of all of them. Clarity is nice to have, but not necessary whatsoever. But then, as you can see, you get an extra 60 spirit. So with that 60 spirit, you would have Herald of Thunder in there to drop off Thunderous Leap. And then you would probably also... Well, I didn't actually feel like this one right here... support... No, persistent buff. There we go. Where are you? I can't remember the name. Ghost Dance. I didn't actually feel like Ghost Dance was doing too much because I was getting so much defensive powerhouseness out of Huri's Ire. I wasn't getting hit enough to warrant needing Ghost Dance. And when I was losing health, it was usually to something like Burning Ground or the like. And then I would get one shot every once in a while by an extremely unlucky, non-evasive hit there. And that was unpleasant. But then I realized, hey, I didn't have Windward yet. And so that is 30% less damage taken when you have all your Tailwind stacks. So yeah. My Scepter is 180 Spirit, but Skeletal Warrior minions, unfortunately. Yes, I don't... That does mean that you can use Minion Pack, though, most likely, if they have enough health. So that is another plus. That's a huge damage increase that you could put on any of your damaging skills that I can't. I personally like the Purity ones because, like, look at how much res I have now. But here, just pretend like this has 10 more Spirit. So I'd be at 65. Then you could have Herald of Thunder in and potentially Ghost Dance, but I didn't want Ghost Dance. I just didn't feel the need for it. So you'd have all that extra spirit left over, so you could have Herald of Thunder, say do this, because I honestly pretty much never use Thunder Sleep. Then you'd have like Ice Bite in here, and obviously turn that on.
Shocking.
Embitter, obviously, put that one in. I think we needed hair, whatever the word is, where you convert to cold. Ice infusion. And I have it all here, I'm pretty sure. Do I not have my... No, I don't. Interesting. I guess I got rid of it when I brought it all out. This was when I swapped everything, I put it there so I could keep it separate, but it's all good. Ice. So there is Ice Bite. I don't see Ice Infusion, or Cold Infusion. There we go, Cold Infusion, and then Glaciation is the other one. You put these in on your Herald of Thunder. Yes, it drops the damage when you put the Cold Infusion in, and it does not scale well if you had Sacred Flame, obviously. But this setup with Ice Bite, Embitter, Glaciation, and Cold Infusion will get you the freezes off. And the Ice Bite going through maps and just having a good time. And then with this setup, I would probably do like Long Shot wherever it is, and then Reduced Cost, which is Inspiration. So now that I have all this, where is my Long Shot? There it is. So now it's down to 44 mana, which is kind of the same as it was with the two, like, Innervate, Ice Bite, and Embitter. And after that, you wouldn't change anything else. This is just how it is, and it's ridiculously powerful. Ridiculously powerful. But as you can see, my damage goes down quite a bit. I didn't realize how powerful Sacred Flame was going to be for the build. It's crazy. Without Sacred Flame, I two-shot Xesht, but you can see I'm at about 40,000 damage, or it says DPS. It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't matter. Ignore it, because it doesn't know anything about the frenzy charges, how many you have. It's 45 million damage on 14 casts of it, because, you know, 7 times 2 thanks to this guy. With Ambrosia, Infernal Cry, Rage from Orb of Storms, and Shock down there, so. But 40,000 up to almost 63. So it really is the 55% more damage. It's crazy, crazy good. And I will have to give this back, and I will miss it. So that means I need to start farming and get myself ready as well, so that I can afford one, or just keep hitting Arbiter over and over and over again until we can get ourselves a Sacred Flame. We will put these where they need to be. Primal Armament, Volt, and Fork would definitely be in there. I wanted so bad to be able to get Electrocute Neural Overload going and come down here for this Electrocution node, because that's another 20% damage multiplier. But unfortunately, it's just kind of hard to fit in with everything else. There's just a lot going on. Alrighty, that is everything, I believe. So one thing I kind of want to do instead of Thunderous Leap is just go Roa to make mapping feel a little bit better. But if you do that when you come into a... Oh, I don't have 65 strength, it's saying? That's fine. That was the least useful one anyways. I'm at 62 strength apparently. I don't know if it was just glitched in there before, but it does explain why it felt like I didn't have any health regen. I guess I wasn't getting any effect out of it. Alright, so who is lending you the scepter? Mondo is. He is just leveling right now his Deadeye. And obviously when he is at level 84, he will be getting it back, no questions asked. Howdy do, Sappho. Welcome to the chat. I finally got this working, both YouTube and Twitch. I do not know if there's a way that I could sync the chats yet, but it is fantastic. Of course it is. Of course, what is there, LNR? Also, you were wanting help with Secamus. How about we do that right now? I will run one, and just tell me what your in-game name is, and I'll pop you up at the end. Where's my ascendancy stuff? This one should work. There we go. Level 80, Trials 4, not here. We go to Secamus. Of course. Yeah, Mondo's a good guy. He wants the best for the channel for sure. I don't know why he is as generous with his things as he is, but I mean, he is. Sure hit. Okay, I will... Ooh, boss takes 15% increased damage is a good one too, but I like this for the extra sacred water on room completion, which is like 900 by the time you're done the entire trial. Plus it had monsters take damage, and now I got 2 merchants have additional choices on it. And then these are just whatever I randomly had. This one's reduced merchant prices, which is nice. I like the bosses take increased damage because why not? And then extra movement speed.
Nothing will stop us.
I will just whisper right now. Whisper. Sure hit. There we go. Thank you very much, Felab. Holy crap. You made the swap to Deadeye too? Feels much better than Huntress? Sure. Yeah, I was surprised at how good it felt because, like, yes, it 100% worked with everything to do with frenzy charge stacking, and it seems like spears just want to frenzy charge stack. And then it also has defensive options that the Amazon just did not have, like being able to move faster and everything with Tailwind and take less damage. It feels really, really good. It's just, oh, not yet, sure hit. Don't spam that sure hit, I'll have to stop that. But yeah, once you get it all set up and ready to go, you definitely feel the difference at endgame. But Amazon was really helpful early game. It filled a lot of gaps that we needed gear to fix here. But right now, it's just all incredibly good stuff. We're actually going to take the node that is we lose Sacred Water when we get hit, because you'll see that thanks to the Huri's Ire chest piece, it's rare that we actually get hit.
Too weak, too slow.
There we go. That is both of them down. Give me the Sacred Water. And we get out of here. Is that much better thinking about swapping? It actually is a lot better, surprisingly. However, you get more damage from the Amazon if you were to stick with, instead of coming here for like the flat lightning and you did double accuracy nodes, that is actually a little bit more damage. So if you wanted to be like a bleed build, it would be better to be it'd be better to be Ritualist or Amazon, but it seems like the best bleed build is actually a Blood Mage. So I'm not too sure what to say about that. You got the whole set with the Sacred Flame? Oh, then Pedro, you're gonna love it. Huri's Ire is massively better on Deadeye, because like I'd have 84% evasion with this setup with the Amazon, but when I get my Tailwind stacked up, which is not difficult to do, now I'm at 88% chance, and then it stacks even higher. It stacks higher with everything else, and yeah, getting hit by 1 in 10 hits or less, if you get everything stacked up right with like blind and everything, oh my god, it feels so good. Bosses weren't good for... Well, yeah, with how things were set up. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that Amazon didn't have the best damaging abilities, but I felt like with Stormlance and Primal, if you got them both to 6 socket and kept them both being really high damage, they could eventually feel pretty good. But I agree, Deadeye feels much, much, much better for bosses. Just the fact that you get... Ooh, I do not like physical damage, and... Oh, I don't need to take the shrine. Okay, that's good. Much, much, much more damage. Like, even when you're doing the twisters by using Barrage, you're getting double the effectiveness out of Barrage. It's so good. Like, it's just so good. I really like Frenzy Charge stacking this league. It is what I had hoped it to be. Unfortunately, getting power charges with it didn't feel good, but just the Frenzy Charges by itself is incredible. And Pedro, if you didn't see, obviously I one-shot Xesht with Wind Serpent. It needs a little setup, but it's worth it. Through the campaign, with the tornadoes, I was one-shotting a lot of things. Tornadoes are still very fun to play, but they do not scale in damage like Wind Serpent does. I tried. I had over 100 tornadoes going, and somehow over 100 tornadoes was less damage than a Wind Serpent. You saw it? Yeah. It's very, very powerful. And so if you have Freeze Ire and you have Sacred Flame, make the swap, honestly. Like, if you like the playstyle, the one downside I will say about Wind Serpent is you look at it and you think it should feel like you're shooting a cannon when you're using it. And you definitely have the damage that you should feel that way, but instead it kind of feels like you're a water drill cutting through a rock. It's not bam, it's pew. So it's a little bit unexpected. I think the reason why it feels that way is because it kind of holds you there for a little bit, but it's still good. Got a nice roll on Painters too. Very nice. Ooh, I took a hit there. I actually took a hit. Yeah, Painters feels really good with this too. I have my damage balanced in a way that I don't need it though. However, checking it against my gloves, the damage is very similar, surprisingly. I thought it might have been a little bit lopsided because the Painters gives you 21% damage because I have 777 on my roll. But I have gloves with really good base damage and really good resists, and I can't lose it because I need the resists. So I'm kind of stuck with it, but if I had like a 10-10-10 Painters, it would give way more damage than those gloves. Like, way more. Nice random boon. Increase merchant prices. No, cannot restore honor removed after killing the boss. That's the obvious way to go. And then, yeah. Perfect. Well, I really would look forward to seeing what you can do with the Painters there, Pedro, because, like, I feel like that could definitely be best in slot for someone to just, like, max out how much damage you're getting everywhere. But there is one downside, and it's the gain damage is extra. Like this from Sacred Flame counts after the conversion. So you'll probably only be getting Fire Resonance with Trinity if you do it that way. It's still like a 26% more multiplier. It just is unfortunate that you don't get more from it. Like, I'm getting 39. Oh, wow. 10, 10, 11? Holy... Oh, but then it has uneven conversion rate. I don't know. That would be something different entirely. I'm not too sure how to work with that, but there's definitely ways to work with that for sure. It's actually really interesting that it did that. Embittered kind of solves that. It's kind of tricky to do. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Remove water skin, and again another one. Take. I like this one because you just use it at the end. It's got no downside. You could just open another chest for free, and that way you don't need to take another random minor affliction. Cannot restore honor, most definitely. I don't get popped and the serpent goes burr. Yeah, exactly, Sappho. That is exactly how it works. You don't get popped and boom. It took a little bit for me to get everything balanced right, but when I figured it out, ooh, it felt good. It felt so good. Like, I didn't realize how much damage Infernal Cry was adding. I wasn't too sure how I wanted to get Rage going on. I have Orba Storms. I was using Whirling Slash, but Whirling Slash did not feel good, and it honestly kind of threw me off, even though Whirling Slash is permanent when it goes down there. It just... I don't know. When you could put it on instead of Orba Storms yourself for sure and try it out yourself, see if you like it better. But personally, I did not like the way it felt. Whereas Orba Storms was really, really good because you could just precast it and then it gave you Moment of Truth, the 25% crit damage. It's so good. You can hit Inferno twice. Each time is more damage. Infernal? Oh, really? So you could do that. And then again. So like if I hit the boss twice with it, like if I put on has 2 casts, it would, with Second Wind Infernal Cry, give me, let's say I had 20 rage. So it'd give me 60% more damage, 30% more, so 90% more, plus potentially however much it would give me there. I would assume just 35. It would double all of that? Or just like the fire damage? Either way, it's still ridiculously high. That's something I gotta try for sure. Holy crap. Well then, I will need to take out Thunderous Leap, put Infernal Cry there, and do like double casts on it. Because this is nice that it gives you multiple uses out, or another slot for free, but damn, it's 20 power. Holy crap. So that is 140% increased fire damage here, and it stacks. Okay, so yeah, you just hit Infernal Cry twice and you probably don't need to worry about too much else. Yeah, I am very surprised it works that way, but that's fantastic. Holy crap. You can hit it twice and it stacks?
I shall aid you.
Okay. We're definitely going to be doing that.
Fight with intent.
Oh wow, I got so many merchant options and I got 50% reduced prices on the very first merchant. Okay, so we will just kind of buy everything then. Because look at all the sacred water we have. There we go. Our choice is made. Our choice is made. Purchase? Nothing there. Okay. I should probably drop this off so I don't have it in my inventory. And I'll turn that on just in case I do something really stupid. The embitter solves it can turn fire into cold to something else. Yeah, for sure. I test on hideout DPS tooltips for serpent jumps twice for you. How did you test it in the hideout? Because what in the hideout is giving you power? But oh, did it jump because of tailwind on there? I'm trying to look at what I got here. 18,000. Let's just go 18,000. Nothing's changing for me on Thunderous Leap. I'm not too sure where that would be. I believe you, and I'm gonna test it out as well. It's just, I'm not too sure how you tested it in the hideout, but I want to try this. I really want to try this. Shrine to restore honor, I don't need that. Sacred water, yeah. Probably, yeah. Probably bronze key, escape, good stuff. All I need now is like the increased movement speed and damage things, and then this will be ridiculously fast. Ooh, someone's trying to buy some stuff. If you don't think I have confidence in how good my evasion is, that should show it to you. Oh man. Alrighty, almost at the room here. We'll get this sacred water, pop out, make some money. And be happy. Yeah, if that goes twice, we won't have to worry about anything else. He could screw up the entire rotation and still one-shot the boss. Oh yeah, I gave him a pretty good helmet. Not bad. I need to enter the trial and not accidentally start a new one. Deadeye. Interesting name. That's right, it's the bronze key, then up into the middle. How did that not fork? There we go. And everything here. There we go, finally.
The ritual has been disrupted.
It was like it just didn't want to fork. I don't think I had any frenzy charges, and it was hating life. Less movement speed if I've been hit recently, or less honor restored. Let's go. Probably less honor restored, because we're not going to be getting hit that much. We're also not going to be getting hit to lose the movement speed, but if we did by like the very end game boss, it might be annoying. Final trials. Good stuff. It's nutty how good the frenzy charges are with spears. I really hope they don't nerf it, because like you should be rewarded for having charges, because even last season power charges didn't feel that good. You just put it on empowered staff and it was just a thing. It looked cool, but it didn't feel like it did all that much. It did really if you had that slam ability that has just somehow got buffed this year or this season, but yeah. With Flicker, it was just a pain in the ass to build it and charge it and everything, so I really hope they don't change how well frenzy charges work in here. And in fact, I hope that they make it easier to get all charges, because as it stands, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. It's really slow going for power charges to get them, and frenzy charges is like without Sniper's Mark, you got nothing against bosses. And endurance charges, you have to break armor, I guess. Like, really? That's the route we're gonna go? I think there is a chest piece that is plus any charge. I think when you use a charm, is that it? I'm not 100%. But being locked into very specific uniques just to get any charges, while I would be willing to use, is just not the most fun. I will pay GGT to make a test dummy microtransaction. Yeah, no kidding. If you can make a test... Everybody's been asking for it. Like, we just want to test things in the hideout because it makes it feel so much better not having to go to the boss every time just to see if your damage is right. You can practice your damage rotation, make it feel good, and doing it in a no-stress situation so when it gets stressful, it feels natural. Like... I don't care if it means that we spend an extra 5 minutes in the hideout. I want to test my stuff. And even if it is paid, like a microtransaction, I would pay it. Because not everybody is going to be wanting that, but the people who want it really want it. And then they can, you know, create the problem, sell the solution. The capitalist way. Oh, I got hit by that. Silly me. Then here's the lever. And this is why I don't do no hit runs. I'm not good enough at Secumus. I'm passably decent at it. But definitely not no hit good. Remove glowing orb. That's funny. Why would I remove the thing that's going to keep you alive? Random boon. I mean, yeah, that's just more max honor. And then you'll easily regenerate that, no problem. And we got a honor plus boon shrine coming right up. Gotta get through all these traps, find where the thing is. There it is. One thing I need to do is drop the pets that I'm using, because I keep thinking they're enemies. I keep throwing my spears at them, and that is not smart. And then we're at the lever. Perfect. Secumus easy mode. There we go. Honestly, a lot of these traps and like gauntlet areas are easier if you don't have the extra movement speed, because with that extra movement speed you lose the feel of how far your dodge roll can go, and you get yourself in trouble. But I will take the movement speed every time. I do this all the time, 100%. Come on, let me get through the trial. There we go. I swear I was aiming properly, but I kept missing. Who knows, maybe I'm just bad. That's a very real option too. Now I'm using the Kiwi ones, they're small. Yeah. The Kiwi pets are... they're very much so, they blend in the background. So you don't get yourself in trouble with them.
Stand tall.
You see, I'm not getting like an excessive amount of sacred water from places, but the fact that I have that 30 sacred water on room completion, I'm at 1800. I'd be at like 1200 right now without it. It's, yeah, it's crazy good.
Two ancient guardians await you ahead.
Right. Oh, we even have the frenzy charges, so we can potentially nuke them. Oh yeah, I guess I have the button here. Like I said, I swapped the button, so it feels weird to me.
It's gaining
I
strength.
think I'm starting to get the hang of this place.
That was an impressive display.
Probably, I'm pretty sure that guy's cold can still damage you after death. The time I did it last time, for whatever reason, I kept getting damaged after they were dead, and I'm pretty sure it's because of his cold.
Greetings.
Purchase, definitely the movement speed, and then
Onwards.
We'll take the next minor moon, convert it into a major, and then use this thing that doesn't give us anything.
Fight with intent.
And now we got duplicated key pickups, and now
Who will
better
succeed?
non-uniques, and we are
will
golden.
succeed.
And none of those look anything special, so we will stay away from them. Kian, I do not have my build on there yet. I will post it though. I have the tree updated in Path of Building, but I do not have my gear updated. So I will export that right now. Generate, share, copy. Ooh, another one. And put it right here for you. That one's better. That one's much better. Drop all of these. Thank you, Flurka. I appreciate you. I got 6 subs on Twitch now, which is more than I ever expected to get. You're very welcome, Kian. Just know that that is definitely not updated for my gear, but it is updated for my tree and where I plan for the tree to go, because I think it's got a little bit more on there. I'm not 100%. I can't remember. This is my tree right now though, and so whatever's on Path of Building will be very similar. Oopsie. They can't TP to... Okay. I don't. Now you can TP there. So this is in the 1 Divine. He wants it for... This one's 50 Exalt. He will get that for 50 Exalt. It's been there for a while. I'm surprised that actually sold. Yay me. There we go. But yeah, LNR, we are about halfway through the Secumus right now. When we get to the end boss, I will invite you. And you will see... I don't know. You'll definitely get the end for you. I think the boss only has like 3 million health too, which is surprising. I will definitely do a merchant because we still have 1600 health. Probably increased damage taken. I mean, neither one of them is really a problem, but we'll take increased damage taken. Ooh, I'm so fast now. I love this. This means that the second half will be much faster than the first half, because we are literally much faster. Oh. I guess it didn't proc it. Oh, there it is. That's the one that opens. Take out the enemies, get the sacred water. I don't know why there's a fire font there, but whatever. Oh. The one thing I miss about being on Amazon is Amazon's accuracy was so high that you literally never missed anything. Whereas now I can actually miss a few attacks. It doesn't matter if I miss because the enemies pop anyways, but it does happen. The other strength the Amazon has over the Deadeye is because accuracy stacking gives so much attack speed, you can get attack speed easier. Like, the big thing is it's just easier to get things with the Amazon. But when you have it anyways, you're golden. Oh, Beverly, you're fine, girl, you're fine.
Onwards.
You're just panting because you know that there's tasty things outside.
May that serve you.
And I got a lot of... I like that method. Just keep getting a ton of boons and very few afflictions, and you just win.
An easy trophy.
Ooh, another gold key, and that is doubled because the thing that we got. I think this is going to be a very profitable Stekimus run. Because it has all the good, I don't know, feelings right now. Another doubled bronze key. Honestly, I'm probably going to have to open a bunch of chests in the third zone at the end. Just so that I don't leave with a whole bunch of keys still in my inventory. You know, first world problems. Pepe Gator? I'm actually streaming on both. And howdy do to you. And yeah, Tiger, I feel like they did because, well, when I did it last time, the boss only had like 3 million and something and it just popped. You can see one for your room. But then yeah, it's a wash on that one. Increased damage taken while on low life. None of those are actually remotely good, but you know what? Give me a key while I'm afflicted. Because I don't need the reduced honor restored. Doesn't matter. Don't know which one I'll take of those. We'll see which room feels better. You're watching in both page. Oh! Oh, that's funny. Well, thank you for the double viewership. I don't know what that will do for like my channel, but I appreciate it. 2 views for the price of 1. That's actually pretty cool. Thank you. It will help the platforms push me forward, which I will always thank you for that. Like, really. I didn't expect that to be a thing. But, yeah. This is my first time streaming on both, and I'm happy that it's working out. I thought I was going to have bandwidth issues or something, but no, this is working really well.
That was close.
7 bronze keys now. The question... Yeah, we'll take another boon, I think. It's that or the Sacred Honor. Because usually those 1 random gold chests are crap. But I've heard of them being, like, the timeless ones, and it's good, but... While I feel blessed on this run, I don't feel like giving away the free win. Another spear. Perfect. Can't have too many of those. I'm really surprised that you can't dual wield spears. Like, of all the weapons to not be able to dual wield, that one's a little bit strange to me. We can dual wield 2-handed things. There's warriors going out there, one-handing quarter staves, and using it with shield wall. Sacred water fountains increased by 10%, removed when I purchase something. Okay. That's unfortunate, those options that I have there. Either no energy shield or whatever the other one was. Yeah, like... I'm pretty sure... I mean, I get from, like, in a thematic sense, if you have a spear in your left hand, it makes it harder to throw it in your right, but people have done it for thousands of years. So it's not like it's breaking continuity just to have a spear in your hand. Come on, big guy. There we go.
That would only slow me down.
Oh, I'm apparently full inventory. There we go. We've got the room cleared. We will test and see what we got. Probably toss half of it on the ground. That one, yeah, 17 attack speed is good, but not good enough. And then there's nothing well rolled there, and same thing here, nothing well rolled. Come like this, I guess. The rest can stay, I guess. Earn relic. I bet they'll change their mind about that one going forward. Minions deal less damage. Me and my minions deal less damage, or I lose all my energy shield. I think I have the damage to get around that anyways, and then I can get another gold key. Come on, there we go.
Too slow.
What I need is the afflictions that do literally nothing, like the you have no armor. Those are the best ones.
Rather not break my back.
Come on, game. Let's see what we can get here. So that's... Actually, that's a really big fizz damage roll. I misread that the first time. I thought that was accuracy. But that is a really big fizz damage roll. So we're keeping that to see if we can use it in the recombinator. But in reality, what is going to happen is turn into a pile of mush in the recombinator. Because that flat fizz plus
A great challenge.
all your save money went there. Ooh, that's a pretty one too. That's a really pretty one. If the recombinator gets buffed even a little bit, it'll be good. But as it stands, yeah, I don't care if you're looking for the top 2 mods. There's no reason in the world that 2 mods would only give you like a 0.1% chance of success. Even when I'm getting slightly worse than the best mods, and then it's telling me I have a 9% chance, that is still just trash. Like, for 2 mods, the best mods in the game, there's no reason why it should be anything worse than 25%. And then if you get 3 mods, like, yeah, then you can get it to, like, the 5% or something if you're wanting GG best stuff in the game. But I've had, like, literally 0% for 2 mods. It's only good for mid items. Yeah, exactly. It's fine if they want to leave it that way, but then make it available to you at the start of the game and don't lock it until you get to maps. Like, if you could use it during the campaign to make something that would actually help you leveling, that'd be fantastic. But the fact that they lock it till maps is no bueno. Like, imagine if you had 2 spears drop, one with a mid-tier fizz roll, one with, like, accuracy on it, and you just got the required things that you need to use it all. You'd be laughing. Oops, wrong button. Hit the wrong button again. I really just need to get rid of Thunder Sleep, honestly. It's causing me more harm than good. And if I get rid of Thunder Sleep, it'd probably be Roa, and then swap between, like, Trinity and Roa in maps. Okay, we have so many gold keys that we're actually going to use some here. Same thing with the bronze keys. We got way too many keys. Let's just go like this.
Got no pack space for that.
Get rid of all of these goodies. This one here is... I guess that thing is just full. Unfortunate. I'll put it here so it stands out. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. Talk to Balbala before I forget what's going on. There. Converted to a major boon. There we go. Now we got... what did we get? Oh, we gain 2 sacred water when we take a hit. That's useless. Traps still reduce damage. They do less damage and they have less health. And we got 4,000 honor. Oh my. I still have 4,000 honor. And I'm buying everything. I think we broke this run. You know what? Give me the royal catch. There we go. Yeah, this run is officially broken. It's fine. I am good with a broken run. There we go. Now we won't even take damage in the next room just because, like, what else are we going to do with all this honor? A game changer like that would be pretty much exactly what the game needs for the early game, because the early game is where all the struggle is. Give us a chance to get away from the struggle and we'll be happy. Well, not even just away from the struggle. That's the bad way to say it. To feel like you have the tools to fight back in, like, solo self-found.
Is of no consequence to me.
Why do they put urns there? That's just rude. I love how this one's set up, because you got to do this, and you think if you go fast, you will get through and unlock that one, will be fine. But if you're too fast, it actually screws you up. You have to come back here usually, hit this one, ignore the other lever, and then you're good. I guess I didn't need to hit that platform. I could have just went straight through. But yeah, it's so weird, the setup. Oh yeah, and I'm invulnerable in this one, so let's take advantage of that. Ah! Always fun to play like an idiot sometimes. And sometimes more than sometimes. GGG will cook something, you hope? Oh, I hope so too. I'm surprised all the streamers are going to Last Epoch, but apparently their crafting system and their gearing system is really, really good. Yeah, exactly, Pepe, you get it. And Path of Exile 1 was like the gold standard for holy crap amazing crafting, but it was really difficult to get into. But the people who learned it and took the time to get good at it, they were so heavily rewarded. And yeah, apparently Last Epoch learned a lot from that, and they went forward, and Path of Exile 2 did not learn from their own game. I mean, they did learn from their own game. They learned that, like, probably 5% of the player base actually uses the crafting system, but it was like the top 5% because it was so strong. Yeah, sure, give me a double Sacred Flame from this floor. Sure. Give me Invulnerable again, and the next thing I purchase will be doubled, or will be free. There we go. I just don't know what to do with all the good sacred water, so we're giving it to Balbala. And this is with 2 extra options from the merchant too. Go, keep on going, gotta go fast. There's one over here. We have no mini-map, so we can't check anything, but it's fine. We kept everything in our head, so we know what's happening. That's a lot of sacred water we got from that drop. 24 and 42. Oh, those are my mods that I'm tossing spears at. There's one up there. Oops, I missed. There we go. And that's it. Perfect. That one could have been bad without a mini-map. So, gold key. Oh. I kind of want that gold chest. But I also want the gold key to get 2 of them. So yeah, we're doing that. Especially since it's a ritual map. Love me a good ritual map. Good. That's a really fast monster. Are you seriously not dead yet? Oh, there's this guy. Unfortunate. I personally refund the epoch because I didn't like the classes. That is fair. Yeah, and you're definitely right there, Pedro, that it's good to have competition. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you honest. Without competition, you lose sight of what's important, and you fail to innovate. Ooh, I actually got hit there. Uh-oh. I've not played Last Epoch, I've never touched it, but it was definitely on my radar for a bit because of, like you said, the crafting was supposed to be really good, but I heard that it was just really janky, and I had Path of Exile 1, and the people who were testing it that I was listening to had experience with both games, and they said Path of Exile 1 felt cleaner, which is saying a lot considering there's a lot of jank in Path of Exile 1. But if they cleaned it up and made it a much better game, then it would probably be something I should invest my time into, because I can't, just play Path of Exile 2 all day every day. And people would just get bored of that way too quick. Variety being the spice of life and all that. That said, though, I'm going to be sticking with Path of Exile 2 for a while. From what I hear of Last Epoch, though, you can get extremely zoomy with, like, no effort. Like, everything this game didn't want to be, but that we're trying to make it into. These dang pots on the ground are the worst. Get this, come through, give me the lever. Pop the chest, go through this room, don't hit that lever. And we're good. That damn monkey microtransaction, whatever, familiar pet thing finds so many mirrors, and it makes me sad. He's finding a mirror like every 2 minutes, and he's smashing a stick with it. I've never found a mirror. That monkey is the devil. Alright, so now we have somebody to invite for Sekhmet's trial. We're not going to be doing a bunch of this. This is just a one-time thing. So don't get no funny ideas now. Trying to balance this so I can fit the fourth piece in easily as well. I mean, I could do this. There we go. Perfect. Enter with my 4,000 sacred water. I have no frenzy charges, so this is what it's like when you don't have any frenzy charges.
Your defeat has been predestined. It is written in the sands.
I have no idea how many frenzy charges I have, so we will just hit him and one-shot him. Oh, it's the same one I had before. But anyways, that's that. Sure hit left the area. Oh no! You crashed right as I killed the boss. Yeah, really, really tough boss. Lots of health. Very difficult. Well, Eleanor, get back in here. I'm not leaving the room to see if you can get in. You were there. I'm not too sure why that crashed, but that's bad timing. Like, look at this little silly goofball. Get him over here so you can get a better look at him. His idle animation, he's just sitting there, doing whatever he pleases. Good scary teeth, but like, what a dick. Like, I want that. Give me that thing. Now he's got 2 sticks. Ugh. Monster. Well, sure hit. Can you get back in? Because I can't leave. You were invited, so hopefully you're able to walk back in the door. Did I miss second round Twitch rewards? Hey, Chance. I think they're still on? I think they're still on. Let me check that. That's a good question. Path of Exile 2. And then we go to community, announcements, and then they got one on here that's about Twitch drops. That one ends on the 20th. Oh no, if you stay in chat for a while there, Chance, you can get the final mount. It ends tomorrow. So you have all of today to do it. It is actually for the next 12 hours and 20 minutes it's open. That will get you your Twitch drops there. 12 hours and 20 minutes. You can't warp, can't join. Thanks though, really appreciate you helping. Yeah, sorry sure hit. Sorry, Eleanor. Definitely tried. Caught this dealio here. I'm really surprised that it did that to you, but at least you can see that the boss can be defeated. If that helps at all, I don't know. This setup really works well no matter what. I got 420 Sacred Water, by the way. Just wanted to point that out. I guess we're going into the next tab. No, not that one. Let's drop it into this one, because I know for a fact it's not to do with that. Nothing to be sorry about. Yeah, no problem. Now, how many keys do I get? A whole lot. I got 9 gold keys. Relic, Royal. I got so many gold keys that I don't even need to think about what's what. More Royal, more Relic. Let's see here. Gloves, boots. Still got 5 keys. Arcanist, I think that's money. Yep, there we go. Really bad money. Another Relic. No time lost, huh? All these keys and no time lost. That's unfortunate, but it's all good. Got some sand-worn sandals. Nothing from that, and let's go for a helmet. Oh, and Nox, I don't think you saw the really crazy helmet that dropped for me. It was stupid. I can't believe how good it is. I did a Xesht, and it's one of the best helmets I've ever seen. And it's low rolled on all of its things, but damn. Look at that thing. Chaos res, lightning res, cold res, all near maxed here. Huge evasion and huge life. You hit a divine on that, that's easily over 1,000 evasion rating before qualitying it. Your health will go up, your evasion rating will go up, your increased evasion rating will go up, and most of your reses will go up. That is a crazy helmet. I can't believe that thing. Oop. I don't want those to go in there. Oh, I got a ding ding. I don't know what reward it was, but thank you to whatever that was. Let me see here. Streamlabs, what was it? Oh, I got another follow on Twitch. That's lovely. Maybe... No, I guess I can't see... If I do this, what happens? No, it doesn't... I got Streamlabs open to the side because it can give me alerts to other goodies that I don't yet have set up for... Oh, wow. Thank you for the Prime sub. That's really nice of you, Ember. I appreciate the hell out of all you guys. Like, I don't know what Prime subs do yet, but I'm happy to get them. I'm very happy to get them. I'm just opening chests now because I don't know what else to do with these. I'm just smashing every bronze and silver chest I can find. There we go. Hoarders and Rangers. We're golden. That's all the keys. We actually got use out of all the keys. None of them were good, but it's fine. There we go. That is a Secamus down and dusted. Well, thank you, Ember. I try to be a decent person. I follow the ELE strategy of everybody love everybody. Just makes life nicer to live. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, I need to quickly check my phone here. Oh, poor baby. The girlfriend, she works in a couple of places, and one of them is within walking distance, but it's still like a mile away. Literally a mile away. But well paved and clear and everything, so it's safe. And so she decided she wanted to walk there today. And unfortunately, she's having a migraine right now, so if she needs a ride, I may need to pick her up in, I think, like 45 minutes. But that is for her to let me know. What? Oh yeah, that's right. I also, on my map device here, I have a citadel I'm close by. 2 citadels. Oh, I didn't see that one before. Hell yeah. And I don't think I have anything else nearby. So I'll just keep heading towards those citadels. I don't really need to get to the blooming field anymore, but I've like super juiced all of this area with a whole bunch of rarity. So I'm going to hit those, try to get to this tower as well so that I can hit these guys in there and get a lot of good drops. So hopefully we'll actually get some rewards. And I don't know if map has one additional random mod is actually any good, but I had a precursor that gave me that. So yeah, let's hammer a few maps out. Let's see, I got a quantity of rarity there. Rarity of items. So I got these 4. Plus those 4. Let's hit this one. It looks like a big one. 120% increased rarity. I don't have much rarity on my gear. I got like 19% there, and honestly I think that's it. I had the other rarity ring, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Hey Silas, ask about the Wind Serpent's Fury tech, just that using Wind Serpent's Fury in bosses, or does it need Spear, Stab, Throw, Trinity to work like you just showed? It doesn't need Spear Stab. I just use Stormlance. And Stormlance works really, really good because with how the buff bars are, the boss's health bar oftentimes blocks it so you can't tell what's going on. So I drop it, and if the bar goes away, I know that I still don't have full charges, but if I toss it and the frenzy charges stay, then I know that I proc the 35% chance of getting max charges. I give it a second to consume the frenzy, and I just go, and then poke it. And when I poke it, it just dies. But you don't need to have too much setup for most bosses. They pop pretty easily in maps and the like. It's okay, Beverly. It's okay, big girl. I like to focus on maps with bosses on it because I get an extra plus level from, well, the doing this thing. You get this guy right here. Non-irradiated areas with map bosses have +1 level. Sounds great. Unfortunately, this place is irradiated. But, oh, I guess that one is too. I don't know if I have any that are non-irradiated. I guess that mod kind of sucks because I used an irradiation on basically all of them. Interesting. You're on a gemling, might give it a try. Honestly, gemling would probably be fantastic at it. I've heard that gemling is a ridiculously good class right now. Okay, so... And now we got a delirium mirror. That's one thing I need to do. One of the ways that I was making money is just going on the currency exchange and flipping simulacrums over and over and over again. You'd think with me doing that I would have had a spare simulacrum, but no, I sold them all. And now they're getting expensive. So I'm gonna need to actually get some simulacrums and run them, because right now my sim drops are a little disappointing, whereas my breach drops are just amazing. Also, doing breach stones is pretty good money. Not big money, but it's pretty good. Because the attack catalyst sells for so much. It's like 7 exalts or 8 exalts for 1 catalyst, and you can get like 10 of them in a single breach stone. You do that and you're paying like 36 exalts for a breach stone. You get 5 of those catalysts and you've made your money back. Then everything else on top of it is just profit. And then there's a lot more than 5 catalysts you're dropping of all the other types, so you do need to get a little bit lucky, but for the cost of current breach stones, it is good income if you can actually do them consistently. I'm already running spear and int stacker. It's going nicely. Very nice. What are you doing for the int stacking? Is it like for power charges, or I'm not too sure what the int is about. I'd like to know more. It's something that I'm not familiar with. Come on, come on, let me get it back. Oh no! Come on, is it still up? Ah, no, it ran out. Oh, but I still got 10 splinters. That's a really good one.
I shall overcome.
I'm usually getting a lot less than that, or a lot fewer, I should say. Yeah, after this map, I'm gonna put the Roa in to see how much faster that feels. Because I know I played with the Roa before. It has some positives and negatives. The obvious negative is like that fear meter. The positive is you don't have that mini slowdown when you toss your spear. Ooh, I got 2 breaches this map. Very nice. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's really stacking up fast. So you come here and then pop them. I didn't even have any frenzy charges. That was just generated by the Stormlands. Because, yeah, it's pretty strong. Just Hoa and pure power energy. Ooh, yeah. In-stacking for that would definitely still be strong, because there's so few sources of base damage. Like, if you have Tangle, getting any bit of base damage is strong. So, Hands of Wisdom in action would be just incredible. The only reason why I'm not using it is because I needed more resistances. Otherwise, it felt like something that would definitely still be worth using, even after the massive, massive nerfs. Oh, don't tell me this one's blocked off too. Come on, doors. Instack for Hoa, isn't it? Yeah, exactly there. You got it, Pepe. I'm curious, are the chats synced? Do you see them going from one to the other, or is YouTube only getting YouTube chats and Twitch only getting Twitch chats? Because if it's just doing one or the other, then I may need to do more research into how to sync them. Not sync? Ah, that's unfortunate. I'll have to figure that one out. As it stands, though, I'm happy that I got this one set up and ready to go. It's a huge improvement from where it was, but obviously more to do. Full DPS mode, just standing and hide. Standing and hide out, my lightning strike is 82k. Holy crap.
Now this will come in handy.
Yeah, mine is 5600. Obviously Longshot isn't saying anything, and you get a bunch more from Innervate, and Inspiration is not damage at all, so it's just utility, but that is a lot of damage. That is so much damage. My understanding is you can't sync the chats as it's against Twitch terms of service, but I've seen people doing it. Yeah, I've definitely seen it done as well.
Easy trophy.
And it says, like, this is from Twitch, this is from YouTube. Like, even if it is against their terms of service, I'm sure it'd make the communities feel like they are closer together, so it's not like one versus the other. Forbidden Gaze. I don't think I have that helmet yet. It's not worth anything, but it looks cool. That one's good rarity and lightning res, but everything else was low rolled, so I'll just sell it. Yeah, there we go. Rarity, get rid of the support gems. One question I have. So obviously my Delirium tab is set up for Delirium. But this is like my Splinters tab here, I guess. Fragments. It overwrites where the Splinters go. Is there a way to force it to go into Delirium? Because I've tried unspecking, respecking, putting Delirium on after. Maybe do I have to put Delirium above? Let's see. Let's see. Does this work? Nope, that still sets it to this one. Not too sure what to do there. Because I really want these in my Delirium tab. Just like how Delirious maps don't go to the map tab, they go to Delirium. Simulacrum Splinters is broken, you can't? Ah, that's unfortunate. It also does it with full-on Simulacrums. It brings them to the tab that you have for here. I'm also sad that the Ascendancy stuff goes to that tab when, you know, I want it here. It's such a mess. It's so messy. But it's worth it to not have to search through everything else. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it can't. It's very unfortunate. Hopefully they fix it. It was probably a quick fix that they put in, but they need another quick fix. I don't think this one will work out very well. It's ailment threshold. It's got no quantity or rarity. Probably not even worth running. One way that I got to make currency that I didn't expect, people will buy the crap maps that you don't want to run. So when I get like 40 or 50 of them, I sell them in bulk for like an X each. It's surprisingly good money in the long run. They like to craft on maps, and I like to just hit them and then run the good ones and sell the bad ones. So if I wanted to get rid of a bunch of these, I could in a hurry. And I'm very surprised by that. Some people craft in the strangest ways.
Now this is more like it. Reminds me of back home.
This is all
There we go, another Simulacrum. Or Delirium, I should say. Delirium Mirror. Flying Spear. Ooh, that was a pretty one. That was really pretty.
Face me.
One thing that I also definitely still need to do, because after on Streamlabs I got the chat box popping up on the video no problem,
Barely broke a sweat.
but on OBS, oh, that was a big hit. On OBS I'm not able to get that one to sync up yet. Got to figure out how to do that. All little things to figure out going forward. That was a very unkind strongbox. Had a bunch of dots on the ground that I couldn't avoid, and yeah. Then there was an enemy that I couldn't see, and it took an age to track it down. Ooh, big rare. Big rare. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. One idea I had in mind when I was trying to get the whirling slash and tornadoes going. Oh, I actually died. Interesting. Trying to get whirling slash and tornadoes going is burning inscriptions on a curse, but it just hemorrhaged my mana. Is there a decent way to get the curses online on cast on critical without just hemorrhaging your mana? Like, is there a bunch of sources of like reduced cost of curses or something like that? Because even at level 3, it was still like 50 mana cost per, and it was bad. And being one cost at that wasn't so much the problem. It was the fact that I would cast it about 6 times a second, and there was just no way for me to combat that cost. It's kind of like what is happening right now with Infernal Cry, but Infernal Cry is much, much cheaper, and I'm able to maintain
Lethal.
that kind of mana cost with like literally no investment too, which is nice. Speaking of which, I definitely feel like mana costs are still much too high. I have a level 19 Lightning Spear, and the only reason why I don't run out of mana is because there is no spam. But if this was like Tempest Flurry, there's no way it would be sustainable. Any fast attacking skill is not sustainable. This is a big one. Come on, keep going, keep going. Don't sim out on me now. Come on, keep. Ah, no, it ended. Well, the Simulacrum is about to end too, so it was good timing, I guess. I got 5 stacks on it. I like going as high as possible. I got 7 once, and I honestly didn't notice any difference in rewards, but it was fun to see. I think the stat requirements for skills are way too high as well. Yeah, I agree. The stat requirements are just stupid. Like, 191 dex. I put my only level 20 gem that I dropped. I actually got it in a breach yesterday. 205 dex. If you want it to be 205 dex, 205 int, all that jazz, you need to give us more attributes all throughout the tree on like innate skills. Because as it is right now, I'm struggling to equip my own things. And I have double attributes there, a belt that is giving me attributes from this guy, attributes here, attributes here. I guess I don't have attributes there anymore. So I got like one, technically 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes of attributes on my gear, and I'm struggling to equip my own things. I feel like they hated attribute stacking so much that they knee-jerk reaction fixed it, but a little too hard to the detriment of the normal builds.
Too weak, too slow.
And every time you swap to items you suffer if you lose the attribute. Yeah, like if you swap and then you can't put another item on, you just, oh look, I'm done. Or like gear upgrading kind of thing. That happened to me on my first test of Xesht when I put on this new scepter. I had to swap the rings, and I didn't realize that I did not have the strength for cast on critical because everything else was working. And what happened there is I went into the boss only able to hit with spear stab. And so of course I thought, okay, I'll just leave the arena, but then I'm locked into the arena. And that was a bad time. That was a real bad time. I spear poked it for about 40k a hit, all the way down to about, oh, I guess that's the wrong button. Like I said, I keep hitting the wrong button, but we got it. Hey, beautiful. Welcome home. How's your head? Poor baby. But yeah, I just kept poking, hoping for the best. But, you know, it has 32 million health. And I got it down to a little bit below half. And then I failed. And I was relying on the evade chance on that a little bit too hard. But it really made me fall in love with how strong that evade chance is. This is a really good one if it had the spirit. If they fix Recombinator, I would take like that int mana and then smash it together with the spirit ones.
Of course.
But I doubt they're going to fix Recombinator, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Right here. Right now I'm only putting like spirit, because those ones are actually kind of sort of easy to smash together. I just haven't really yet. Haven't been doing many expeditions. There we go. Rocking and rolling really well here. But yeah, the poor girlfriend, she has a nasty, nasty migraine. She just got home from work and she walked home, the crazy gal. I thought she was going to text me and I was going to pick her up, but now I think it is time for me to make her a lovely supper. Thank you guys for coming out. I know this was a short stream. I will be streaming again maybe later tonight, but definitely tomorrow for sure. And yeah, we'll go for a lot longer then. I have all the content I need to put the video together for the build guide now. I will show a version with Sacred Flame and one without, so that everybody can see what to do at both gearing points and my personal opinions of what works best. I don't really have any other updates to do because this obviously one-shots tier 4 Xesht already, and like you were saying there, if you were to have like Hoa on here with some int stacking, it would do even more damage, but this works for me right now. But yeah, thank you again everybody. You've been absolutely fantastic.